first known record of aquaculture comes from 460 BC, when the Chinese author Fan Li described the techniques and benefits of aquaculture. Since that time, technology used for aquaculture has improved, but some traditional techniques remain almost unchanged and can harm the environment and the local species. Coastal shrimp farming is a lucrative industry and vital to many foreign economies, but it comes with a price. Traditional shrimp and fish farm operations must be located on expensive coastal land, which exposes them to a myriad of environmental issues, whether it be bacteria or viral infection, or man-made events like chemical seepage or oil spills. Open systems are vulnerable to any and all contaminants. An incident would result in shutting down the farm and loss of some, if not all, of the livestock. And the pollution damage isn't a one-way street. These farms are a major factor in the destruction of mangrove estuaries around the world. In traditional coastal aquaculture, ponds are excavated, destroying sensitive habitats. The ponds are filled from natural bodies of water and stocked with post-larval shrimp. As the shrimp grow, the nitrogenous waste content of the water rises. And to alleviate this issue, the pond is drained and refilled by either partial water changes or constant flow through water from the source. No matter which management scheme is applied, high concentration of waste are released, damaging these sensitive estuarine systems that host many aquatic, terrestrial, and avian species. However, there is a solution. Scientific Associates, LLC, located 27 miles west of Florida's Atlantic coast, designed, built, and operates a cutting-edge recirculating aquaculture technology facility. Recirculating aquaculture was developed to address the environmental damage inherent in the traditional systems. Scientific Associates has spent 5 years and millions of dollars to develop the top-of-the-line recirculating system. For proof of concept, Scientific Associates started with a 36,000-gallon saltwater nursery and grow-out system. The systems use Scientific Associates' patented technology to effectively eliminate the nitrogenous and solid waste, allowing the water to be continually reused. To achieve this, Scientific Associates concentrated on 2 areas of filtration: denitrification and foam fractionation. Biological systems accumulate nitrogen in a form commonly referred to as nitrate. This waste is typically removed from systems by changing part or all of the water and releasing it into the environment. Scientific Associates developed a filter that effectively reduces nitrate using a natural process. Water is pumped through columns that contain a proprietary media which promotes the growth of beneficial nitrate-consuming bacteria. These units can be connected in parallel, series, or a combination to meet the demand of any size system. To demonstrate the improved denitrification process and the system as a whole, Scientific Associates decided to use 2 local bait shrimp species. Research had been done on both Atlantic white and pink shrimp by universities, but no private company had produced them on a commercial scale. Scientific Associates was willing to step up and be that company. However, the lack of available post-larvae for the native species made it necessary for Scientific Associates to build an inland hatchery of their own. The challenge was to build a hatchery that could operate without discharging saltwater. Similar to traditional hatcheries, this recirculating hatchery is divided into 2 sections. The dark or maturation side is where the adult broodstock shrimp are housed and spawned. Females are carefully selected and placed with males for breeding. If successfully mated, the female will release fertilized eggs within a few hours of simulated nightfall. The light or larval rearing side is where the shrimp nauplii are housed and nurtured until they grow into post-larvae. The PLs, as they are called, are fed a specialized diet of algae, artemia, and dry feed. Laboratories for water quality testing and algae culture rooms are also located in this area. What makes Scientific Associates hatchery different from traditional hatcheries is the filter and seawater recovery system designed and built using Scientific Associates' patented technology. 50% of dirty water is drained from larval rearing tanks each morning and collected for treatment. High-efficiency foam fractionation with Scientific Associates' patented nozzle is used to remove the fine particles and algae that would normally pass through or clog other filtration methods. The dirty water is cycled through the fractionation loop until the discharge turns from brown to white. The cleaned water is polished and sanitized so it's ready to use the next day. The key to the efficiency is Scientific Associates' patented nozzle, which uses 80% less energy than conventional fractionation methods. The nozzle mixes gas and water to create small sticky bubbles that attract proteins, oil, and suspended particles. The foam produced concentrates the contaminants and removes them from the water stream. The clean water is returned to the system while the waste is collected and used as nutrients for the Scientific Associates mangrove tree nursery so it is not released into the environment. While the hatchery was initially used to remedy Scientific Associates' problem with procuring post-larval bait species, it has grown beyond that into a highly marketable product. Instead of just raising bait shrimp, these systems are now used to produce Pacific white shrimp, the most popular food shrimp in the US and around the world, from post-larvae to market size. Environmental protection is an important issue for many people and businesses, so much so that countries around the world are taking action by improving their environmental regulations. These regulations are causing aquaculture companies to look for new solutions that will allow them to continue operating but without destroying their profit margins. Scientific Associates is leading the way with the first recirculating hatchery and cutting-edge grow-out systems. The technology developed here in South Florida has many applications in use with fin fish aquaculture, wet storage of hard clams, bait holding systems, and water purification. Scientific Associates systems can be located anywhere. Less expensive agriculture land or even old unused warehouses are perfect sites. Existing farms and hatcheries can also be retrofitted with this new technology. Aquaculture is the only way to keep up with the growing worldwide demand for seafood. But producing seafood must not damage our precious resources. Scientific Associates has developed a system that produces seafood and does no harm to the environment. Scientific Associates really is aquaculture for the environment.